Beautiful people, sour boner. How y'all feeling today, man? It's all gravy. I know it's been a minute, but I'm back just like a ghost. You know what I'm saying? My pops used to say, and I hope you can hear me. I'm having trouble with the microphone today. But don't trip. It's been a minute. My pops used to say, I'm like an old penny. Always show up. I'm always around somewhere, whether you need me at that time or you don't. Like an old penny, boy, you can count on me for showing up right in the nickel of time. What's good, beautiful people? Hope y'all feeling well today. Before I even get to what I'm talking about, I'm just going to be very purposeful. And I broke out with Sawabona. I'm not going to be a hypocrite or try to act high and mighty like I know everything about Africa and the different multitude of languages, customs, cultures, uh, things of that nature that go on in Africa. But when I do become introduced to them, exposed to them, I want to highlight them. I do that purposeful because being born here in this land that they call America, and going to the schools with an education system that had absolutely no intention on delivering us, any kind of purposeful instruction. Uh, I never learned some things that I think I should have. So now, as I get a little older and this journey takes me to where I'm going, and I'm introduced to different things, especially related to either Africa or Black people or African Americans or Black Africans, or however you want to say it, however you choose to identify yourself, I'm with it. I don't want to sound like I'm discounting any Black person, how they put that prefix in, or they don't use a prefix at all. But so again, I've been exposed to Sawabona, which literally translates to "I see you," and that right there is so powerful. Because when we talk about Black men, which is my target zone, it's important to see us for more than what's depicted or sensationalized throughout the historical uh, framework of this land, um, and through social media, through societal norms, ideation, indoctrinations, things of this. We are so much more than that. So it's so powerful to me when I heard it. Like, man, I see you, bro. Like I see you. Like you are worthy. You are capable. You are valuable. You are nurturing. You are loving. You belong, you welcome. You know what I'm saying? So Sawabona means a lot to me. It means translate to I see you, but to me, it goes deeper than that. As a Black man, um, we are seen. So I'll say this before I get too deep into it. You know, I understand this. I've reconciled the fact that my skin is going to speak before my mouth says one word. When I enter any space, doesn't care where it is, my tone of my skin, the hue, the complexion is going to speak or give someone uh, an avenue to stand in their bias and their judgment. And that's fine. It's the world we live in, but I'm conscious of that. So, Sawabona, bros, beautiful people, welcome to my show. I am Smith, the speaker. It's what I do. I know I've been gone for a minute, man. Life got a way of humbling you and keeping you grounded to let you know it ain't easy. But like I tell my kids, if life was easy, it wouldn't be fun, you know. And I've always been that way. Like I don't mind the stress. It gets to me. It's a lot. But now as I get older and I identify it, I understand how to reconcile it, dispose of it, put it where it gotta go, and keep on moving. You know what I'm saying? To that one person that just checked in, appreciate you. Don't go nowhere. Come on back if you do leave. It's all good. Sit down, have a cup of tea, drink your water, whatever it is. It's hot out there. So yeah, Smith the speaker, man. It's what I do. Trying to highlight, motivate, and encourage young bros and young ladies. And so I want to just say welcome back to the show. This is what I do. I'm gonna try to do it routinely now. every Monday is Mannish Monday. It's how we rock. You know what I'm saying? I introduced my grandsons, both of them. Shout outs, man. Love y'all little dudes, man. If y'all only knew, and I hope one day, 50 years from now, when you my age, you can look back on here and say, man, look at Peepaw, man. He was rocking. He was doing something, the legacy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out grandsons, man. I love y'all. But I was telling them, I introduced to them, Mannish Monday, not just the purpose of Mannish Monday, but just being a man in general, and then being a black man. You know, man rule number one: your yes means yes, and your no means no. Your yes means yes, and your no means no. It can't be no maybes in there. You know what I'm saying? Can't be no maybes. So take that into Manage Monday. Welcome. If you're new to how I rock, man, I'm big on I'm hella pro black. It's what I do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Through my family, is many ethnicities, is many hues to the skin tone. I don't discriminate. It's how I rock. I get down with anybody. You know what I'm saying? I got this saying, like, I don't mind dancing with the devil. So if you are racist and you may not be black and you want to come on and chop it up, man, let's chop it up. I'm with it. If you think you want to disrespect me, it is what it is. That makes you feel better. I ain't with it. I ain't got time for that, but I'm willing to listen and learn and kind of see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to jab and grab at the man. Let's get deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? You don't like me? Tell me why. You know what I'm saying? Then tell me why that is. You know what I'm saying? Tell me where that comes from. Because the thing about me, it's not that I don't like you because you ain't black. That's not even what I'm saying. I'm willing to help you. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me on some deep stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, as I move forward, I'm only going to rock for about 15 more minutes. I'm trying to keep it real streamlined. I know today where we live in an instant oatmeal. Like everybody wants stuff now. They want their news, they want their sports, they want their entertainment, they want everything in an instant. Man, if I can do this on a quick 10-minute shot, give it to me. I download everything, which sometimes dilutes the the info, but it is what it is. I sound like an old man, but sometimes you got to dig deeper than that. But I'm willing to adjust. I'm willing to do it on the fly. I used to go like an hour, and a lot of people ain't with that, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? For the people that are, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I know if you've been following me for a minute, I started this with public comment, my podcast. Go check that out. It's still up there on Spotify. I don't rock with that no more. Trying to transition and stay with the times, be relevant. You know what I'm saying? Reinvent myself constantly. That's what the evolution process is. Is evolution, is growth, is understanding that times change, so you got to kind of change with them. Or you get left behind, you become an old rock on the side of the road. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. So I started public comment as the podcast, kind of just, to provide information, to be an avenue of information. There's a lot of great things, resources, people, programs out there available to help a lot of different people. But a lot of that doesn't get down to the people it's designed to. That could be purposeful. That could be neglect. That could be a lot of things. But I did that because I wanted to make sure that the programs, the people, the funding, whatever it is, I do my part to get it out to the listeners that want to take the time to listen to me, and I kept that on a positive tip, a motivational tip, and an education tip. And I'm still with that, you know what I'm saying? But I do want to kind of just open up a little bit more to just some other things, because I want to be, I am motivational. I believe, you know what I'm saying? I am educational, and I am positive. But at the same time, man, I got a brain, and I've been around the block a few times, and I know some things, and I could think, I could speak on certain levels. I don't want to say I'm a brilliant subject matter expert in a lot of things. I'm not, but I know, or I'm aware of a lot of things. And I think it would be inappropriate of me not to share those things that I see fit, that I think are pertinent, are actual, and are factual when it comes to these different things. So I'm going to open it up as I go forward here on Mannish Monday to, a little bit of politics, some sports, entertainment. I got to say, as a 54-year-old man, I am quietly like getting away from entertainment and sports, in the sense that when I was younger, that's like, it was everything, like Shout out Soul Beat, East Oakland. What's up with y'all, man? I see they coming back. Go check out Soul Beat. You know, that's where you got all your entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Then it was BET. You know, MTV for a little bit. That Yo MTV Raps. You know, radio stations back then. You know, K-Poo, shout out, man. Cameo. You know, Cameo boy, Rick Chase, Sway and King Tech. That was the lick for me coming up. You know, sports was everything. I played basketball. I still coach youth football, so I have a connection to it. But when we talking about just like being dedicated to it, and I don't, Taylor Swift could walk up to me right now, wouldn't know who she is. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to pick out Cardi B. I'm not going to say I could. Um, you know, I shout out Mozzie, LaRussell. I see them cats. I don't know them, but I like the words. The beats are cool. Don't give me they got fire, but I like the words. I like the energy. You know what I'm saying? As a 54-year man that grew up on rap, there's a lot of things that I've seen change in that world, and I'm not a specialist in rap music. I'm not saying that, but I got my favorites. I know what I grew up on, and somewhere along the line, I got disconnected with it for whatever reason. But these two young brothers, man, I really like how they talk, like the words that's coming out of their mouth. The words are carrying a message to a certain extent, for me at least. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Mozzie LaRussell, man. Really, really, they on my playlist. Don't even trip. You know what I'm saying? But I still, I'm still an old schooler. So I might hear Mozzie, and then my next song is Luther Vandross. You know what I'm saying? Come on, baby, come on with me. I can't sing. So anyway, yeah. So that's kind of where it is. I'm not big on movies anymore. I just for the first time, what's today? July 14th. I just watched Bad Boys for Life last night. I don't like spending money at the movie theaters. I think movie theaters are ripped out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'll wait, and then I'm not even interested no more in the movie. So I had some spare time to kill last night. So I checked it out. I like it. You know, what's funny about it, how I connected with Bad Boys again, old, been there since Bad Boys. A lot of the stuff, like the panic attack that Mike went, you don't know a panic attack if you ain't lived this life. You know what I'm saying? And be like, motherfucker, I ain't got no panic attack. I'm a grown man. I'm a black man. I'm strong. Let your ass have a panic attack. I didn't have one. Got a few. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of that is the unresolved trauma, the undiagnosed trauma, which could play a part of that. So, bruh, check yourself out. I definitely want to talk about some health. I think health is important, especially for me. At my age, young folks, stay abreast to it. You don't want to wait to the last minute because, like Scarface said, don't overlook tomorrow because they finally come. So if you young bruhs, listen to me, man. Go get checked out. Go to the hospital. Get yourself an appointment. When you're young, I know you ain't worried about your prostate and your ass and your nuts and your lung. I understand, but ain't nothing wrong getting them checked out. You know what I'm saying? You're not less manly for being healthy. Let me just say that. All right. And there's some things, go get some dental work. I know that shit hurts. I'm not really big on dental work. You know what I'm saying? I got my chiclets, thankfully. But dentistry is a hard thing for me to. So I go to eyes, ears, you check my ass. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But pointy shit in my mouth, sharp, that can cut you. In my mind, man, it just don't go together. You know what I'm saying? It just don't go together. So I hopefully I can get off on some health stuff as well. But again, I just want to reconnect, man, because this is my therapy, talking, getting some vibes in. If I could just share really quick before I get up out of here. Like I said, I'm only going to be doing 30-minute Mannish Mondays every Monday, 3:00 here on the West Coast. That'll be 6 on the East Coast. If you rock with me on the East Coast, I got you just in time for dinner. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't got time to watch me live, man, check out the replay. Go to my channel, man. Smith the Speaker, man. You know where to find me, how I rock. You can catch me on Instagram as well, Smith the Speaker. Catch me on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Smith the Speaker. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? If I can get around, man, to talk to every young brother, man, that'd be right up my alley. I had an opportunity to speak to a lot of wonderful, wonderful young people. When I say young, I'm talking middle school, elementary school, high school, some junior college, and just connecting. And when, the great thing is, man, when we won't know what we're doing if we don't talk. And then when we talk, the word starts to spread and the networks are built. And then Sawabona becomes a really, man, I see you, brother. Let's connect. You know what I'm saying? How do we make this bigger? How do we make this better? You know what I'm saying? I was checking out Richie Rich. Shout out Richie Rich, West Coast 415. Man, I grew up on that cat, dog. I follow him on Instagram, and he said, just like getting older and listening to cats, sometimes you got to get away from some cats to make sure that you good, so that the cats you really rock with understand. You ain't gotta. I ain't got time for that. So shout out Rich, man. That hit me. Then Mr. Fab. I followed him on Instagram just recently, and he said an amazing thing, going back to what I said, just like giving this game, Mannish Monday. If you ain't checked me out, I used to do free game Sunday. Mr. Fab hit me with I'm 54. I don't know how Mr. Fab is, but shout out Mr. Fab. He said something that really just got me. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, the coldest thing that happened to our community is the fallacy that the game is to be sold and not told. And when he said that, I was like, wow, because that was a saying that I came up on in East Oakland. Shout out Brookfield. You know what I'm saying? And now I see, man, I'm not trying to sell. I'm trying to give it away. I'm trying to give it away, man. Especially, I don't want to talk about hustling. That's not what I'm not, I don't want to talk about gang. I don't know gang life. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about this, that, and the third, but I do want to talk about the pitfalls, the game of navigating the streets and the distractions, the challenges that are there that are set up purposefully to destroy us singly and collectively. And if I'm not the only one that been through it, Fab been through it, Rich been through it, 40 been through, all of these cats been through it, And I think I want my platform to be like, oh, okay, well, if I can give you some game, man, like how do we start this LLC? I may not know, but I know somebody who do. You know what I'm saying? How do I start my own lawnmower business at 15? I know somebody who can help you. Can I get my real estate license at 18? I know somebody that can help you. My circle of influence, my social capital is deep. I was telling someone the other day, and I'm proud to say this now. My social capital includes two police chiefs, and they both tell me, Schmidt, I can't find enough brothers to hire. They don't want to work. They don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, well, that's a bridge we're going to have to cross, that we're going to have to build, because the bridge ain't even there. So we have to, design the bridge, build it, make it sturdy, sustainable. Because, one of my things, and I've said this about when it comes to teachers, when we're talking about, law enforcement, I think, and I heard this other saying, the shepherd should smell like the sheep. The shepherd should smell like the sheep. Law enforcement should look like the people in their neighborhood. Teachers should look like the people in their neighborhood. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to silo everyone and say, oh, okay, white folks go over there, Asians go over there, Hindus go over here, Mexicans go over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. Because if you look at our communities, we are so interconnected right now. Yes, there is segregation because there are a lot of people who don't live in specific neighborhoods. But with that withstanding, the majority of the neighborhoods are eclectic, regardless of what you want to think they are. So again, our law enforcement, our first responders should resemble that. They should look like the flock. You know what I'm saying? They should sound like the flock. They should know the flock. You know what I'm saying? Like that'll solve so many things, I think, personally, right? Our city council should resemble the flock, should smell like the flock, and then if we go to the macro look, our state legislator, our assembly members should look like the flock, should smell like the flock. There's so many challenges with the way that government is constructed that, you might have two representatives from Cisco County. How many Black folks, how many Asians, how many Hindus live in Cisco County? And that's all across California. You're going to have that, right? To a certain extent, right? But then as you get into the Sacramento counties and the LA counties and the Fresno counties and the Bay Area counties, now the flock looks to be a little bit more diverse, right? But still is the representation of the republic looking as the flock does. So there's a one challenge, and like I said, I might dive into some politics. I might dive into some law enforcement issues. I might dive into some entertainment stuff. But again, just getting some stuff off my chest as I reintroduce myself here on Mannish Monday on July 14th. Um, you know, I would say it's easy just to come on here, man, open up and talk. But I really would like your input. Tap in with me, man. Leave a message, leave a comment. And maybe you got something you want to say, you got something you want to share. Maybe you got some lived experience that you think are helpful. And that's the thing, man. I don't want you to discredit or discount what you've been through, even if you're 15, if you're 12, if you're 75, don't discount what you've been through. Again, we're trying to give this game away so someone else understands that they're not alone in their journey, in their walk. You know what I'm saying? And the great thing about it is, what that boy Drake say, and I'm just saying what he said, I'm gonna circle the block till I'm dizzy. Sometimes, when you're delivering a message, that receiver ain't ready to receive it. So you got to kind of keep circling the block. Not mad. I'm not, okay, there's other people on this block I'm gonna tap in with. And eventually that one person, circle the block so many times, gonna be like, bro, come here, man. I got you, talk to me now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm about. We're gonna be here on Mannish Monday, man, just circling the block. Whenever you're ready to tap in, since I've been doing my live show, Smith the Speaker, I think I've had maybe one or two live folks. That ain't deterred me. You know what I'm saying? It could be zero watching me live. I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do this. I gotta bring people on. That's my calling. It ain't about me. It's about who can I put out there to say something that it might affect or assist or help, encourage, motivate somebody else. I got that from two specific gentlemen. The first being my son, my oldest son, when we went and talked to some high schoolers, and I talked for about 20 minutes and they was totally disinterested. And then when he get up there, he started talking, they sit up like, hey, what you talking about? Yeah, like you look like me again, man. Hey, the shepherd got to smell like him, man. You know what I'm saying? And when I seen it, I was like, oh, okay, I could be cool, but that still ain't connected with a 15-year-old, right? Then my player partner, Mac Main, shout out Mac Main. Mac is a hustler. If I ain't never seen a hustling entrepreneur in my entire, that boy is a psycho entrepreneur. When I tell you psycho, legit psycho entrepreneur, my boy Main, shout out. I'm gonna get him on here one day. He stay hustling. His time is valuable. I tell you, his time is, and he ain't got a lot of it. So, but I brought him in, and we went and talked to some cats, some young cats, and when he got to talking, they was like asking questions, and I'm like, there it is. And I knew right then and there, okay, it ain't about me. It's about me getting into some spaces, opening some doors to bring other people in. That's what this is about. You know what I'm saying? That's what Smith the Speaker is about officially, is opening doors, getting in the spaces so I can bring other cats in to deliver their message. That's what Smith the Speaker is about. Yeah, I can come in. I can ramble on for 30, 45 minutes about whatever you want. Motivational speaking, inspirational speaking, talk about lived experience. We talk about unrecognized trauma. We talk about a lot of things. I can do it all, but I know where I'm at now. I know where I'm at. I'm comfortable. I reconcile sour bone of myself. Like I see you, Smith. That's what you're here to do, man. You here to bring some folks in. We're going to deliver a message, and we're going to give away the game for free. Mannish Monday, man. Man rule number one, Mannish Monday. Your yes means yes, and your no means no. All right, folks. I told you I was going to be out of here by 3:30. It's 3:30. First day of football practice for me. This is my last year. I'm going out with a bang. I'm giving it all I got. We chip or bust, as far as I'm concerned. Chip or bust. Me and Cuzzo, we back at it. Throughout my tenure of coaching football, man, I got 3 championships. I'm trying to get a fourth. This is the year for it. I got good feelings. I got good vibes. Until the next time, next Monday, Next Monday, the 21st, man, July 21st, 3 p.m. West Coast, 6 p.m. on the East, on the Atlantic. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with your boy. And if you can't catch me live, man, go over to my channel and check up all the stuff I done did. It's all up there, man. I hope it's quality. You know what I'm saying? That you can share, that you can be proud of. Be like, man, I know, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I know, bruh. He might talk a lot of shit. He might drink his beer. He might act a fool sometime, but he's standing on his business. He's a solid cat, man. That's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to make sure people are proud of my family, proud of me, and the legacy is for real. So, hey, tap in, hit that like, hit the subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram. Go follow me on X. You know what I'm saying? Smith the Speaker. Easy to find. Like I said, like an old penny, man. Shout out, Pops, man. You know I love you, man. Thanks for giving me breath. You know, I want to be mindful that I'm here right now. I'm here right now. Thank you, Pops, man. I appreciate y'all. Beautiful black people. Till next time. And you know how I rock it, right? Like, man, just go have a conversation with somebody that don't look like you, that don't sound like you. And if you shut up and listen, you just might learn something. Sour boner, black folks.